Not the whole time.
Okay.
It's fun, but yeah, it's
So we're live.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jermaine.
Yes, welcome to Talk That Stuff, where we get into the mess of various reality TVs. And this week we'll be talking about week 9 of Big Brother, which Keanu was the HOH. And when we last left off, he had nominated Morgan, Mickey, and Vinny, which was, not totally surprising, but Keanu, he's interesting. He's interesting. So Vinny is actually one of his allies, and he nominated him to teach him a lesson because Vinny, time after time, has proven himself not to be an ally of Keanu, which should be a clue. I don't know what it is with these people in the house. It's like, how many times does someone have to, fool me once, shame on you, the little thing.
I know your heart. I know your heart because I know your heart. We cool. We good.
No. Oh my gosh. And I can see like Vinny is the last man in the house. So I think Ashley we'll get to like Ashley.
Just forget about Will.
Oh! I totally forgot about Will. Sorry, Will. Literally forgot about him in the house in general. So yeah, he's not the only man, but he's some kind of way. I don't know if Vinny, I don't know. I know you talk about his like fragile nature and all that kind of stuff, but you can only lie to me so many times. And Kelly is kind of clocking it, but she's late on the clock too. Cause it's like, yes, people can probably convince you or trick you 1 or 2 times, but after they trick you a couple of times, I'm not believing you. You're doing this on your own. Yeah. So that's what he told him that he's teaching him a lesson. Also, he didn't want him to use the veto on Morgan. So if they're both up, then he knows if Vinny wins the veto, he's going to use it on himself instead of Morgan. So that was an excuse he gave for his nomination. For Mickey, he said he put her up because he felt like she would put him up, and which was probably true, but she claims that she wouldn't have, or there's other people that will put you up too. Like, I'm not the only one.
She was lying. Because for weeks in a row, I can't wait till I put him up. I can't wait.
Yes. So, she's trying to play the game and do her thing. So, but she was super confident too, because she felt like, even though she was on the block, she has Will, Ashley, Rachel, people that if they are playing veto, they'll use it on her. Yeah, your head. That's what whole thing. But yeah, that's actually what she thought. And so I forgot he told Mickey, I'm not Mickey, but Morgan, but that was his target. Morgan is actually his target at the time. That's who he wants out. And so, they go to everybody's thinking about veto, and their best case scenario is for Kelly and Lauren to play. And that would be like all of those people pro Vinny, because he talks to Lauren about using it on Vinny, and she seems to kind of accept it. He talks to Kelly, and Kelly, she is like, yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. And so what's interesting is he will go to a conversation and tell somebody what he wants them to do, and leave the conversation and think they're going to do it. And they don't necessarily agree. It's just like, okay, I've gotten both of them to take you off the, so Vinny's all excited because now he has people that's going to take him off. And I don't know why he thinks that without him actually, the people actually confirming.
Verifying or,
So I don't know. But in any case, that's Keanu. Oh. So they do a little this is the first time they introduced Morgan and Vinny and kind of talked about the chemistry. And so on the live feeds and on Twitter and all of that kind of stuff, it's definitely been a conversation because we know Vinny has
really?
Yeah, he's been a 7-year relationship.
Is it one-sided though?
Okay, so
get to the real.
I don't know. I'll say that. But They do extended hugs, so they starting to air those. But like Ava has
Mhm.
counted, she was just like, that one was 14 seconds, and that was wait. I mean, in hugs, I'm gonna just hug 2, 3, 4. That's a long time, if you think about 14 seconds with a friend. So that's one thing. Now, when he was HOH, on the live feeds, it's like he didn't say come stay with me, but it was almost like he was not begging her, but suggesting several times, like if you just want to come stay the night with me, you can, or why don't you come stay, that type of thing. Yeah. No sex, according to, but definitely snuggles and things like that. It's gotten pretty, no kisses.
Hot and heavy. Hot and heavy.
Yeah. Well, people can't tell if it's like kissing, but definitely not just human chemistry is what he called it. It's human chemistry.
What did Jagged Edge say?
What? Which one?
I'm poking you.
What they say?
If they snuggling, he poking.
What song is that? I'm like, let's get married. I'm like, oh gosh, gotta be. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out what Jagged Edge song is this. But yeah, so he claims, because 7-year relationship with his girl, but apparently his girl, and I can't remember if this aired or if it was on the live feeds, but she told him to do whatever you need to do in the house to win that money. And so he claims he's cleared to flirt and do whatever he needs to do, that she's fine with it. But in the diary, he said that it was human chemistry and there's no romantic feelings. But I don't know, like, remember she was rubbing on his arm trying to wake him up?
That's why I asked, is it one-sided or is it what? Yeah. Because ain't no way I'm sleeping and don't feel somebody rubbing on my arm all that time.
Continuously for a minute. Then she was rubbing his hair, and I'm like, I don't know.
She didn't realize what she looks
like. Get up. Hey, Vinny. Nah. Like, wait a minute. And then Ava walks in. She was like, sorry, y'all, because clearly it looked pretty intimate. But her face, and she was like, I don't remember anyone waking me up that way. I don't think Morgan would wake her up that way.
Mm-mm.
So we'll see what progresses. And also, I want his girlfriend to speak out. I want them to see what she got to say about all this.
You just want the drama, and I love it for
if they still together, because it's one thing to say, do whatever you gotta do,
but when you see it every
day, yes, and you'll know your significant other if, like, okay, that's the look he gives me, or that's, hold up, wait a minute now, it's a little something. He don't hug me that long, that type of thing. So we'll see how that progresses. But onto the veto, they're choosing, the people to play veto, and the first person that is chosen is Lauren. They just pull her name. Kiana pulls her name out. So she's playing. That's one person that is quote unquote pro Vinny. Will take her off and then take him off. And then Keanu chooses himself. So he gets house guest choice. Now Rachel raises her hands like, pick me, I want to play. Kelly, like right after her. And he's like, Kelly. And I feel like that, I don't know, like Keanu and Rachel's, their little relationship is dysfunctional anyway, but that was interesting. But that's what they wanted. So they got their best case scenario, everything, everybody they wanted on the block. They have literally 4 people playing for Vinny to win. Right. And so it's looking good for him. So anyway, when Keanu goes and talks to Kelly, because she's like, best case scenario, whatever. And then she was like, now who do I use it on? He's like, wait a minute, use it on Vinny. I don't know, because, and I don't like Kelly. We all know this, but I do like that she's thinking and playing for herself, because she was like, if I actually don't mind Vinny going, but I think Morgan would be better for my game. I can establish a relationship. Vinny has burned me plenty of times. So Morgan is not necessarily my ally right now, but I could build that relationship if I use the veto on her. So I don't know. I do appreciate her at least thinking a little bit, but she's still not my favorite. So anyway, Vinny is excited about the pick. So he's like best case scenario too. And Mickey, she didn't do it, but she was considering not using the veto because she felt confident.
I'm sorry. I'm reading these comments.
Oh, Kiana and Kelly were final two by default, I reckon, due to them being comp beats, they would probably win all the comps back to back. Possibly. Oh gosh. And this season, usually it's somebody I'm rooting for, but it's nobody. I'm just gonna see how it all plays out. I know I don't want Kelly. I don't. It's people I absolutely don't want. So I would not want Kelly.
Why not Kelly? Tell me why not Kelly.
Huh?
Tell me why not Kelly.
Because well, I just don't like her. But remember at the beginning where she thought she was such a strategist by getting like volunteering to be on the block week after week after week, and it was just like, no, that's not. I mean, to me, it could have been a good strategy if she had a strategy behind it, but that was it. It was like, yeah. So I don't know, but right now, to me, just who's left in the game, unless something crazy. Well, double eviction always switches something up. But if we're looking at like in the jury too, like who is winning competitions and competitions, I feel like surprisingly Lauren is winning a lot.
Yeah.
And Keanu, and I guess Kelly. But yeah, they're the only ones that are, I think, winning
still the most in the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Strategy wise, I think let me see. Because neither one
right now Vince is still in a good spot.
Say it again.
I said right now Vince is still in a good spot. Everybody likes him.
I don't think everybody likes him. You think everybody
like him? They like him personally. And when it gets down to it, when they start comparing notes, they're gonna be like, "Damn, he played that game."
Oh, if he makes it to the end. So if he does make it, but I think people are clocking him now because I think if he wouldn't have won the blockbuster, we ain't got to that. But if he wouldn't have won the blockbuster, I think he would have gone. Yeah, the house was if it was Ashley and Vinny was gone. If it was Mickey and Ashley, Mickey was gone. And then if it was if it was Mickey and Vinny, that was the toss-up because I think Ava may have been the swing vote or whatever. Strategy doesn't exist now. It's basically who wins the most comps.
So that might have been true all up until now, but right now, in my mind, they're thinking about who is actually like no longer in the competition, but in sequester, and who's gonna vote for them. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, they've got to be thinking that. And I know that's exactly what Lauren is thinking.
Lauren, but I don't think the other people are. To me, this season, they're not. I don't know. The strategy isn't there. So I don't think they're thinking that far ahead. I don't know. Because even when Mickey was like telling Rachel, we want you at least till jury. Like, why would you tell somebody that to their face? Like, no, you're my final two. But yeah, I want you, but
she's in jury.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, Keanu, they all have who they want. Keanu does tell Rachel that he is not going to put her up as a renom, but if somebody does take themselves off, he's considering Ashley and Ava. So that's where we are pre-veto. So for the veto, they have this Cest la vie. No, what did you call it? Cest la vie?
Siesta. Siesta la vie.
Not a lawyer. Maybe because it wasn't in Latin or something. I don't know. But in any case, C'est la vie. Angela's back with her charcuterie board. And they have this, she's recruiting for the Charcuterie Protection Agency. And they have to, it's one of the competitions they've done before where they stack things. So they have to stack 35 charcuterie board items within a certain time frame, or Angela comes and knocks them off. And I wonder how long this competition was, because it seems like they
kept knocking off.
Yeah. But anyway, long story short, they go through it, and Morgan wins. And this is her first win of anything throughout the season. Because at first I was just like,
is she gonna win anything? She
hasn't won. And this is her first one. Remember when she was voting, she was just like, I finally won something. So this is her first win. So clearly she's taking herself off, right?
So, are you talking about that conversation that they had?
Yeah. So Vinny and Keanu was just like, maybe we can convince her to use it on you. And he was like, what? So we'll tell her that if she uses it on you, we'll take Lauren, and we'll replace her with Lauren. And then that may give her incentive to use it. And so Keanu's up there talking to her, and she was like, what if I use it on Vinny? He was like, that's what I was going to talk to you about. And I'm like, I'm just thinking to myself, not save myself, but save somebody else. Because like, you can still
she had the votes. She thought she had the votes.
She did. And I don't know if she thought it was a great strategy or what, but they pull in Vinny, and he's just like, what? Acting like he's surprised and have never heard anything. So
by the way, he did a great job. He did a great job. He didn't overact. He didn't underact. He did exactly what he needed to do in that moment.
Yeah, which lets me know that he's probably acting. He's probably acted with Morgan in the relationship and acting like when he's like down and pouty and all.
Right, because he don't give a damn about Morgan. That's clear.
At all, yeah. So I'm just like, okay, because he's. To me, if this is your ally, yes, you don't want to go home, but you try to figure out a way to get that other person out. Not, Anyway. What else happened? Ashley, Ava they assume they're the renoms, and Rachel doesn't want Ashley up, so she decides to talk to him about putting Lauren on the block, but he wasn't going for that at all. And I think later she was just like, well, there is another option, and she doesn't say Ava, but he says it.
He does.
Like, yeah.
And that's a no-go.
Yeah. And you see, when Ashley talks to Keanu, she mentions that because her and Rachel were so aligned that basically, if you put me up, you're burning two bridges, because, it's almost like a shot at Rachel if you're putting me up. But clearly he doesn't care. But now in that conversation, he says that she was getting hostile, and I was watching it and I didn't think she was getting hostile at all. But I'm just like, wait a minute. But anyway, I didn't see the whole thing. They may have edited the hostile.
I'm not going to say hostile, but confrontational, yes.
Yeah, confrontational. But I'm just like, when I think hostile, I think different. But who cares? Not who cares, but who knows? Let me see what else. Anyway, okay. So Morgan used the veto on herself, as she should, and Ashley is a replacement nominee. And this may be considered, because she goes off on Keanu and calls him a narcissist and was like, you're going to be on the block on Friday. And basically, you told Rachel you would nominate me, you're a liar. And then Rachel was playing a part, was like, yeah, Keanu, right up there with him or whatever. And so, I think this season, they are big on making a scene at the veto, I guess, because they know it's gonna air.
It's gonna air, yeah.
Because they all have their like scripted. Because I know she practiced that, because it came off straight smooth. I know she practiced like, okay, I'm gonna tell them this, and then I'm gonna mention this and all that kind of stuff. What they didn't air though is that Keanu wasn't happy about it, because they also had on the Thursday episode how they continued to kind of blow up in the kitchen and whatever. But Keanu and Ashley did talk, and he did apologize. He was questioning, like, am I a narcissist, or like, am I basically choosing the boys over the girls, or what's the other word that they call it? Not male chauvinist, but it's a word I can't think of. But I think she called him that. I don't remember them airing that part. But I think he does favor the men clearly over the girls, or believe them over, because Rachel could be telling the truth and he ain't gonna believe him, but he'll go straight to Vinny can lie to his face and he'll believe him, which is crazy, but that's his ally. So on Thursday's episode, Mickey is a little nervous. And Keanu, remember when Rachel was like kind of hinting toward Ava? He tells Ava that, you know, basically Rachel is not looking out for you. She does not have your back because she, you know, suggested.
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Who's the most honest in this game so far?
I would give it to Lauren and Ava. I feel like they are.
Oh, we can't put Lauren in the mix because Lauren don't talk at all.
But what I'm saying is, like, she is like, if somebody asks her, she's honest. She's not really gonna lie. If she tells you something, you can believe it. Ava is brutally honest. Like, she's not gonna sugarcoat it, and she's gonna be like, "F this house," which is what she said. Frankly, Wakely, F this house. What do you think?
I love that moment when she said YOLO.
She is a fun, like, I don't think, like, if she wins, it won't be because of strategy or anything like that. It'll just be because people like her and she's fun to be around, because she didn't really have any strategy.
I don't know if I would vote for her though. I don't know.
I don't think she'll get, because even given the speech at the end, I don't even think she would have much to say other than, you know, like what her strategy was or how she made it.
Wasn't she? This is a question. I know she was HOH at least once. Was she in HOH twice? No, it was just once, and she was just like. So then she must have won something like veto or blockbuster or something. Oh well, don't worry about it.
Yeah, she may have won something. I can't think of what it is either, but yeah, she may have won something else too. Who do you think is the most honest?
Until you said what you said, I'm not going to put Lauren in that category. I do believe Ava to be somewhat honest. I do remember her lying a couple times, more than once actually. Okay. But I was going to put my money on Keanu because, like,
honest.
Yeah, like there are times when he's saying what he thinks, which is not necessarily true, but that's just what he thinks. So it's not him lying. That's just what he thinks versus going around telling other people like bald-faced lies.
I feel like he lied to Rachel. Like, she was just like, did you win the whatever? And he was like, no, Rachel. And then it was something. Oh, are you suggesting that? Did you tell, you know, Vince? I don't know. I feel like is he was an honest HOH. I'll give it him that, because he would say to people's face, like, yes, I'm considering putting you up, or I'm not going to say that you're not one of the people that I'm thinking of. Or even when Mickey was like, am I your target? And he was just like, I'm not going to say that you're not my target. You know, so he's an honest HOH, but I wouldn't say he's an honest player. But we'll see what happens. But I'm shocked that he's still in the game, though. I will give it that, because he was the target from the beginning.
I'm not shocked.
If he makes it to the end. Oh, well, if he makes it to the end, that's a good defense for him to win, because, you know, some people kind of float through and then it's like, okay, and they start winning the last couple of weeks, where he's actually had to, may not have been the best game or best strategy. I don't agree with everything he's done, but he's made it.
Yeah,
being a target from day one.
Yeah, and you know, and think about it too. Like, he's also had enough relationships with people in the house, despite his standing, where there were weeks where he wasn't even nominated.
Yeah. So he does have a way. He has a softer teddy bear side, I think, that people appreciate, but then he also has a side that is cocky and gets on people's nerves. So we'll see what he ends up using. Maybe the balance that he's using now is working. We'll see. And then, I talked about the house confrontation, but I forgot, because it started with Ava, something with Ava, and she was like, keep my name out your mouth. So anyway, we get to the blockbuster, and they have this, it reminds me of the game where they have the dollars floating away the balls. And so you have to catch the balls and put them.
I'm so mad at Mickey. You want to know why? What? She was spending her time counting. Why the fuck you counting? Just put the shit in there.
But it seemed like other people count too, and I don't know if maybe from our view,
we could see it and they couldn't.
Maybe, I don't know, because I was just like, she did spend a lot of time counting. Now, I mean, it's not a spoiler if you haven't seen the show, but when she was talking to Julie, she said something about, it almost made me think that she was convinced to throw it. So she threw the blockbuster. So
there was a
Vinny could
conversation
get out.
about that.
And so I'm just like, maybe that was her way of throwing it, which.
No, hell no. No, I ain't throwing nothing.
No. At no point do you throw a competition, because expect the unexpected, like they always say. So you never, especially when you feel safe, that's usually the worst time. When you actually absolutely feel safe, you should always have like a little fear or whatever. But she's counting, and he's now I will say I played that game once with dollars, and I had a loose shirt on, and it helps to have like something that flow in, which Vinny, I think, helped him, because it kind of like they flew into his shirt where they had to catch and stuff it in their shirt. I don't know if that was helped him or not, but they were close. I couldn't when I was looking at Ashley, part of it looked like hers was empty, but I was like, it can't be empty. So it could have just been the angle.
I got a question about Ashley.
Okay.
Do you think she's acting dumb? No, is she really dumb?
Okay. I think Ashley's one of those super book smart people who don't have common sense a lot. So are just kind of like dingy, but like they're going to pass the bar. They're going to pass the exams. That's what I think about Ashley. So I think she has like a little dingy side, but super smart, because she does have some good reads in the house sometimes. And sometimes her strategy is on point. Sometimes it's off. But yeah, I don't think she's playing, but I don't think she's dumb. I just think it's like a little dinginess, or I don't want to say she don't have common sense, because I think she has common sense, but it's people that
I know.
And yeah.
She don't know who Clark Kent is.
Right. And it was something else she didn't know. Oh, I guess C'est La Vie would probably be one, but probably was something else. But
it would be me to say something like that.
It's so serious.
Won't you read before you like go on national television? Like I don't know.
That's what I would think, but I don't know. It could be. I don't know. So Mickey and Ashley remain on the block because Vinny wins the blockbuster. Mickey was super close, and I'm hoping she didn't throw it for real, but I think she may have. I don't know. Because they voted, and she lost by a vote of 6-1. Vinny is the only person that voted for her. And when she lost, because you know how sometimes Julie will say, Mickey.
Who do you think that person?
And it's not that person, it's the other person, by a vote of whatever. Mickey, you're saved, or and sometimes she'll say, so when she said Mickey, you're evicted, and she was like, wow.
Yeah,
she said wow all the way out the door.
Times. Like after every time she hugged somebody, or before, she was saying wow. Like, am I really hugging you, motherfuckers? Yeah. Like I thought y'all had my back. She didn't realize. She just didn't realize. My girl didn't
at all. And yeah, but her read on the house has been off for a while, because even when right after she was HOH, I don't know, like her thought changed, and she was like, they were saying like she was a dictator, and I think she still thought she was that, and that everybody that talked to her, she could believe them. What they were saying to her face was true, and that she could throw a competition and people would save her. No, ma'am. Cover your bases all around. So Mickey's out. Yeah. And so they didn't have a competition didn't have a show on Sunday, but Julie kind of teased that everyone left now will make jury. So, they were excited about that. She also teased that Hotel Miss Deer guy would be back and somebody would be gone from the game. And so that was interesting. And yeah, and I'm like, where he been all this time? Because they brought him back weirdly. But anyway, spoiler alert for those who don't know. So close your ears if you don't want to know. But apparently they did you watch the Reindeer Games?
The movie?
No, sorry. The Big Brother Reindeer Games. It was like a quick, remember it was kind of corny, but it was like, they were only in the house a couple of days. And I think that's the one, was it Danielle? And a couple of people came back. It was like around Christmas. And, but anyway, there's a competition where they had to play, and the loser, if you lost the game, you were out of the game. And so this hasn't aired, and this is just kind of the way they described it, but there was some game that it's timed. And so there's somebody that wins safety, and Ava won safety. And so she could pick the first person to go. And so the way it works is you have to complete this challenge, whatever it was, within a certain time frame. And if you do it, then you are fine. You make it. And then you get to pick the next person. But you have less and less time as for each person. So it's kind of a strategy. Okay, if you want this person to not get voted out the game, then you pick that person first. So they'll have a little more time. The other part of it is, even in the time that you have, whoever finishes in the quickest amount of time or the shortest amount of time is the HOH. And so when they play, I think Rachel must have done her little thing, and Ava picks Vinny because that made her mad about Rachel. She didn't like the way Rachel did something. So she picked Vinny. Vinny finishes it quickly, and apparently just kind of lollygags a little more because he's just like, I'll do a little more time. I don't want to necessarily, he's kind of throwing it. And then when he come back, he chooses Morgan. She finishes quickly, lollygags too. And then did she choose? No. Vinny must have chose Lauren. I think he may have chose Lauren. I know Lauren, Morgan, and Morgan was last. So let's just say he chose Lauren. She does it, but she doesn't lollygag. And then she comes back, chooses Morgan. Morgan lollygags. And then she chooses Rachel. And apparently she didn't choose Rachel to lose. It was like, I'm going to give Rachel more time, but Rachel didn't finish. And so that's how she got kicked out. And then Lauren has the shortest amount of time. The other people didn't even get a chance. So that's how Lauren's the HOH now. Mm-hmm. And so she nominated Morgan, Ashley, and Will. So we'll see how, I don't know if they played the video yet or not, but we'll see what happens with
so that. I'm assuming that she wants Morgan out. That's what I'm assuming.
I think so, because I think she doesn't have any relationship with Will, I think, but I don't think they see Will as a threat. She may, because I don't think, it may be Ashley she wants out, but I don't think she minds probably Morgan or Ashley being out.
Why do you think she would want Ashley out? Because right now, Ashley is like a floater, like for real, a floater.
And she doesn't have Rachel anymore. And I mean, there's people that like her and there's people that don't like her. And it could just be because Keanu doesn't like her, clearly. But I don't know. And it could be just her side of the house is just picking people, because it's not right now. If you've got 3 people to nominate, your choices are kind of thin, before you start nominating your own people, because she's not going to do Kelly. She's not going to do Vinny. She's not going to do Keanu. So it's got to be one of the others. So, So we'll see how that all pans out. But let's play roll with it or roll out.
Okay. All right.
Roll with it or roll out. Okay. Are you rolling with it or rolling out? Signing up for Rachel's Feel the Burn workout. Do you remember that? That was a little funny.
Looking at Rachel, I would never. I would never follow her advice.
You said that you rolling out. You rolling out. Okay.
Rolling out.
Rolling with it or rolling out. Nominating your ally to teach him a lesson.
No, that was stupid.
Yes. Because it's such like in this game, you can't play around with people's lives. Because if he had not won that blockbuster, he would have been out on Keanu's HOH. And what kind of lesson?
Now, I will say this. He was right for nominating him. Yeah. But if you claim him as an ally, don't do that.
Don't nominate your allies ever. Because especially there's too many people to nominate. Come on now. All right. Rolling with it or rolling out. Giving your significant other permission to do whatever they need to do in the BB house.
So you're asking the wrong person. I would definitely say do what you got to do. Just you better not have sex.
Okay, that's the line. Up until that point. Yeah. Okay. Rolling with it or rolling out. Using the video veto on someone else, like Morgan considered?
No, I'm rolling out. I got to get my enemies out at all times.
Yeah.
Bottom line thing is up.
All right, last one. Are you rolling with it or rolling out? Now, this is in the BB house. Extended hugs with a friend. 14 seconds or more.
Well, if I'm doing everything except having sex, I guess I can do 14 seconds.
You're rolling with it?
I'm rolling with it.
Okay. Oh, did you get a chance to watch BB Unlocked? I didn't get a chance to watch it.
I did.
Okay, what did you think?
I don't remember it.
Okay, I know Lance Bass was on there because I saw it at the end of the show, but I didn't get it. I'll have to check it out and see. But tomorrow is when they're airing the next episode this week. So we'll see what happens, but we'll be with you all. Anything you wanted to talk about or that I missed or you wanted to
No.
Okay. No. Cool. Well, we'll be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all next Monday around the same time for week 10.
Until the next time, see y'all.